This program is brought to you in part by Eureka, the spirit of adventure.
I'm Ben Stacey.
And I'm Sean Rowley. Paddling is a passion for us both, so we decided to embark on a paddling adventure.
We will have 7 days to paddle the Trent Severn Waterway from Trenton on Lake Ontario to Port Severn on Georgian Bay, and will pass through 43 locks along the 386-kilometer route. We will be supported by our film crew, who will meet us at each lock and help us vehicle portage around some of the bigger lakes.
We will also be joined by some guest paddlers, and we'll meet some friends along the way.
So join us as we get outside on a paddling adventure.
It is 6 o'clock in the morning. We need to be getting up in about an hour, packing up and getting ready to go. It's been a fine night, and then I heard the rumblings of thunder this morning, and there's thunder now, and it is starting to rain. I really don't think it's going to be a very long rain, so that's good, but it's going to get everything wet, and we have to pack up, and that really, really sucks. Yeah, let's just hope it gets through fast, and it doesn't delay us on our start. We've had a sprinkle of rain, nothing heavy so far. I think it's going to clear up, but I'm just hoping we don't get poured on before we have to pack everything in the truck and move back to the Lock 19 where we're going to start the day.
Looking forward to getting on the water today, getting day 3 underway. We got, I think, about 28 kilometers to paddle, so it's going to be fun.
That's what you wanted.
Luckily, the storm seemed to pass us by. We packed up and headed back to Lock 19 at Scott's Mills to meet up with someone who would be joining us for the day.
Okay, this is day 3. The weather has actually changed a little bit. We had thunderstorms this morning, a little bit of rain, but it's now back to the sunny, hot weather that we've had for the last couple of days. But on this part of the journey, I don't know if you can see in the background down packing his bags, we have happy camper himself, Kevin Callan, joining us. So it's going to be great. A full day paddling with Kevin. It's going to be awesome.
What am I doing here? Well, I think these guys do a fantastic job in the media, and I also mistakenly answered their message. They said, hey, you want to go for a paddle for the day? And yeah, we're at Lock 19. I used to live in Peterborough, but I moved to Birchnorth, whatever. But yeah, I know this area really well, and the paddle we're going to do today is an amazing place. And as long as I don't have to do all the work, okay? Because like Sean, I'm not doing all the work this time, all right? Just letting you know. I've been stuck in a vehicle with Sean for very long hours, and I thought I would never have that happen again.
It's a privilege to be stuck with me, and I don't even think he's in my canoe. I think you're in the canoe next to me.
I just found out I'm not paddling with Sean.
So yeah, Kevin's going to be paddling with me. He's going to be in the stern, so he's going to have control of the boat, which means I can sit up front and just relax.
You better watch your back.
Everybody was cool.
It was really nice. We didn't have to wait long, and we're in the lock right as the day started.
We are in Lock 19, getting ready to go. It's different being in the bow. I haven't been in the bow for a while, and Kevin's back there. It's also different getting used to somebody else's movements in the boat. It feels extra tippy when you're not sort of in control.
We paddled from Scott's Mills all the way back to where we camped. Lock 20 at Ashburnham. These locks were really cool. Old technology, all operated by hand.
Leaving Ashburnham, it was just a short paddle to the Peterborough lift lock.
That's probably the highlight in terms of locks on this leg of the journey. The Peterborough lift lock is just this spectacular hydraulic lift.
The lift lock is the highest lock in the system.
Well, folks, the Peterborough lift lock's very specific and unique itself. Built in 1896 to 1904. It took them 8 years to build it. And it is the highest hydraulic lift lock in the world at 65 feet or 19.8 meters. When I open up the main valve in the middle, okay, the two rams are riding side by side with the chambers, and there's a big pipe in the middle that forms an H. When you open that crossover valve in the middle, the heavier chamber with 8 feet of water, it starts to drive down into the press well, forcing the water through the crossover valve into the opposite press well, driving the lighter chamber to the top. I tell the kids that it's kind of like a big giant teeter-totter. I would like to also state that the Trent Severn Waterway, it goes up in one direction, and then it hits Balsam Lake being our high point, and it goes back down again. This system is the second largest water control shed in the world. We are second biggest, but we are by far the most complicated. We have feeder lakes and hundreds of dams and several rivers coming into our system, and it provides a beautiful place for people to be entertained and enjoy their summers. It's a lovely spot. Hey guys, any chance I can get you guys to paddle on up to maybe this side right here? I've got some memorabilia for you. These are lift lock, or City of Peterborough pins, okay? Now, then after that, and you being from Bridgenorth would probably already know and see these, but this is the Peterborough lift lock pin that we've been giving out at all the hockey tournaments and everywhere for the last 40 years. They've discontinued them, and so they are going to be collector items. So you'll want to save them.
Oh, very cool.
Okay, and it gives you a little bit of information.
Nobody said it was going to run whitewater on this thing.
We are at the top now. There's pulling down the gate, letting in the final bit of water, and then we're heading out.
Another choice to make. We have had myriad of choices to make on this trip. So it turns out that at Young's Point, where we want to go, or where we're planning to go, the bathrooms aren't working. So that means we can't actually camp there. So our options are either go way, way farther, all the way up to Burleigh Falls, or have a nice short day and stop at Lakefield. So thoughts, Kevin?
Are we there yet? I mean, really, we left, what, hours ago? We did 2 locks. It's like, I still have to pee.
Well, they got bathrooms at Lakefield.
Okay, good. So Lakefield it is then, yes.
Lakefield it is? Okay, Lakefield it is.
Yeah.
We're right at Trent University, and I'm looking up there and I'm thinking, is that, oh, somebody's put one of those fake owls up there to scare the pigeons away, and it wasn't. It was actually an osprey, and it took off, swooped down over the canoes.
just got here as it started to rain a little on us. It wasn't bad. It was actually refreshing. It's been so hot. Whew. It's hot out today, so we've just pulled over after this lock. Lock 22.
I want to go home.
It's really hot. So we just stopped for a drink of water.
Once I put this on, it will stop raining. That's the rule.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the rule.
I think the next set of locks are fairly close together, so that's pretty cool. And then we have a little bit of a stretch to Lakefield, and then we're done for the day.
And Ben was nice enough to let me out to pee. Don't do it. It's a trap. This is how horror movies start. Just saying.
Thunder off to one side, so we're staying close to the bank.
And the big question is, how should we paddle? There was a severe thunderstorm warning, and we kept an eye on it, but we also, we're safe about it. We kept along the shoreline, so you're in that cone of protection idea, and if anything did happen, we were going to go to shore. But it kind of was all around us. It rained a bit, but we kind of escaped that big storm.
As we were coming up towards Lakefield, the topic of dinner came up.
We're having a very important conversation right now as to what we're going to put on our pizza that we're getting at our destination. And Sean Rowley wants pineapple on his pizza.
I didn't say I want it. I said I will eat it.
I'm just thinking, these are the types of conflicts that happen on wilderness canoe trips like we're on.
I will eat pineapple if somebody puts it on a pizza. I won't go out of my way to get it on a pizza.
Okay. All right. We made it!
We did. We were out of the canoe.
Oh, wait a minute. Let's do a...
oh yeah, it's
pandemic.
COVID. We're not allowed to touch.
Pandemic. We made it!
Yeah, so this is where we're going to stay for the night. Right here. Well, not right here. We're going to go up to the top where we're able to camp. And yeah, then we're going to figure out what we're doing tomorrow.
It's always nice to paddle the familiar. Like I don't know how many times I've been to the Lift Lock before. I don't know how many times I've paddled up through Lakefield. But it's so nice to actually do it again and take people with me and sort of share your own backyard. Over and all, it was a good day with good people, and yeah, just loved it. Yeah, and then we get to Lakefield and we got pizza and cold pop. Cold pop was amazing because it was really hot today. I think the humidex was well over 40 probably. So yeah, it was hot.
So which one do you guys have? Just pepperoni?
This one's meat. This is meat. I'm going to have I'm going to have just pepperoni after.
That's just pepperoni right at the bottom. Social distancing. Point, 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 point.
Whew. Oh, it's nice to have something cold.
Not being able to go that extra 10 kilometers today is really going to put a damper on what we do tomorrow. So, I mean, that's just a big water paddle there.
Yeah.
But depending on winds and all that sort of stuff as well. But I say, yeah, let's get up to Burley Falls.
Figure out time.
And figure out timing, whether we can make it to Buckhorn. And then at Buckhorn, maybe we zip over to Bob Cajun and then do the big day.
Yeah. Okay, cool. And because for tomorrow, one of us is solo.
Yeah. Well, and that's going to make a big difference as well.
Yeah.
I think we'll have more chance of doing the big day with 4 people in the canoe than just 2.
Yeah. Tomorrow is going to be another challenging day. We're going to be one of us solo again, and we're going to have a fair distance to go. We have to make up the distance that we were denied today. So it's going to be an interesting trek tomorrow.